Hello again and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Jeremy from Rhodeswood in Harrogate in the United Kingdom, although we're filming this from my study. And I'm often asked about my watch collection and which glasses I wear, and I tend to keep things fairly private, but I'm asked so many times, what watch shall I wear with this, or how do I pair this? Well, I think you can think about it too much, and if I have one OCD is that I like to wear, if I've got brown shoes on, I like the watch to have a brown strap. And I'm counteracting that now by buying watch straps when they need replacing in grey, in navy, in green, in burgundy. I'd never wear shoes in those colours, and I feel that I can wear the watch with anything and it's a little bit more freedom. So this is some of my collection, and it varies in price hugely. I'm not bothered whether a watch costs lots of money or whether it's a few £100s. If I like it, I'm not buying it to impress anyone, only myself. And I'm not sentimental about them either. I might keep a watch 3, 4, 5 years and I might move it on. I see something else that I like, go from new to vintage, whatever. So my first watch, and perhaps my key piece, is an 18 karat yellow gold our Lange Söhne Moon Phase 1, which has the big date window and the date pusher at the side. It's a beautiful piece on a brown crocodile band, which means I hardly wear it because I favour black shoes at the moment, although I do wear a lot of brown suede. And if I turn that over for you, you can see its intricate workings. It's, I think, right at the top of the German watchmakers, made in Glashütte. And that's on with a 18 karat deployment buckle. So at the other end of the scale is something, I think I have about 5 of these, are the Mickey Mouse watches, which I love. This is a refurbished Seiko's diver watch with a Mickey on the dial, completely serviced with a diver's strap. I do use it, I swim in it, I love it. It's a couple of £100 worth of something that actually tells very accurate time, uncomplicated. It's a lovely piece and I really enjoy that one. And occasionally I'll wear it with a blazer and flannels, but it's a good casual wear watch. Another piece that I have, which occasionally I will wear in the lapel of a suit, or if I was wearing morning dress, I'd wear it on the vest, and that's an 18 karat gold pocket watch. And on the end of which I think is a lovely design of chain is a gold cigar piercer. If I just bring a cigar in, which is one of my vices, you put it on the end and you push that into it. Try and do it the other way. And it will just pierce a hole big enough so that you can smoke that. It's a little bit dry, that one, actually. So that's a bit of fun, and it's nice to wear it now and again because it gets wound up. So something I've always had and have a fondness for. I do like pocket watches. So another of my favourite watches, and one that's very dear to me. This is a classic Hamilton on a black crocodile strap. It's my watch of choice for evening dress, black tie, and it was actually presented to my father in 1971. He worked for Imperial Chemicals Industry, or ICI. I always admired this watch on his wrist as a young lad. I said, "Dad, I love that watch." Always loved it, and it's a watch that I wear every New Year's Eve. Always think of him, and it's a very special piece, and disregarding what some of these cost, that's irreplaceable, and very dear to me. And hopefully one day one of my sons will request it. In fact, I think the one holding this camera is pointing at himself, so that's a special piece to me. So, as I was saying, some of my watches are away at service, and we used to sell them in the shop, but I'm sticking to menswear because I know more about it and still learning, and I'm leaving watches to the jewelers, but also security wise I think that's wise. This is a very early Chronoswiss. I need a new crystal on this actually, with a date window at 6 o'clock, and I love the moon phase on that. The moon's got a smiley face and the stars. Now Chronoswiss was started, I believe, it's a German watch company building watches with Swiss parts, and it was started by a director of Tag Heuer in the, I think, the very late 70s or the early 80s. And that's a lovely piece, about 37mm, one of my favourite watches, navy blue calf leather strap, which I'm favouring at the moment because it just goes with everything. I don't have to think about, oh, I've got black shoes on, I need a black strap. I can just wear that with anything, and it's a favourite watch, and one that I do enjoy wearing, and I tend to keep my watches. 39mm is the max. I had a 40mm Breguet, but it wears very flat. For me, it was a little bit too big, but I absolutely love the watch. What a piece of engineering. Moving on, this is a beautiful watch. It's a 1930s inspired tiger stripe doctor's watch. It's not a Rolex Prince, although it looks very similar. I did used to own one of those. Although it wasn't the tiger stripe, it was a 30s Rolex Prince. It's one that I moved on. This is actually a quartz. It was less than £400. Again, this kind of chestnut burgundy strap I can wear with most things. I think it's a very elegant, classic looking watch for not a lot of money. And yeah, I think that's a very nice piece. This watch is, I think, one of my all-time favourite pieces, and it's a Zenith Elite in 18 carat, and it has a sort of a grey chapter ring and subsidiary seconds at 9 o'clock and a date window at 3 o'clock. It's got an exhibition back, and you can see the automatic movement. And I've put that onto a grey ostrich strap. Again, I'm never going to wear grey shoes. So I feel I can wear that with most things. And on the pre-owned market, I bought this pre-owned for not a lot of money. This certainly costs quite a bit new, but I think on the pre-owned market, Zenith is a brand that gives you an awful lot of watch. They used to make movements for Rolex and, you know, of that ilk. It gives you an awful lot of watch for not a lot of money. And I remember actually being in the Lange boutique and them saying, that's a beautiful watch. I'm sure they say that to everyone, but they said it in another shop as well. So that's one of my favourite pieces. Easy to read the dial. As I get older and you're looking at chronographs with, used to have a Patek Philippe with lots of things on the face, it gets harder to tell the time. What do we have a watch for? To tell the time. So that's a very useful piece. And last but not least, here's one I bought in a vintage shop in Florence. It's an 18 karat gold Lanco chronograph, navy blue, sort of midnight blue face, and then a very bright coloured strap, which I was unsure about, but when I'm in the mood, it's a bit of fun. A few £100. I think it was about 400. So not a lot of money compared to some of them, but that's never about that for me. It's about, you know, what I like and what catches my eye. And, you know, you don't want to be going, well, I don't want to be going around every day in a watch that costs more than my car. So, you know, this is a bit of fun, nice bit of quirkiness to an outfit, and one that I enjoy when I'm in the mood for. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you found that of interest, and I will show you some more watches, and don't get me started on pens and desk clocks and things, but thank you, and I hope that you'll like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in another video soon.